I'm fine. How are you? Are you excited for the match?
Yeah, this is gonna be such a match. This is gonna be such a show. I am really hyped for it. So it
I'm
seems that our players are getting ready. Maybe. Okay. So, what can you tell us about this upcoming match, Tinue? Who is your favorite?
um I used to never have a favorite really because anything can happen. It's in a reset run pretty much. Like a lot comes down to execution. A lot comes down to how you're gonna handle your nerves. But also you have some stages. If the game wants to snowball, it might just snowball. Um, I didn't get to watch ZoddZerk that much recently, but Russian Runer pushed his PB down from a middle 36 to a 35.02 he just got 2 days ago. So I'm really, really excited to see how he's gonna be playing. If he's gonna now do his usual little bit aggressive play style, or if he's gonna try to play safe. Same on ZoddZerk's side. Not sure how safe he's gonna go, or if he's gonna try to go all in.
Yeah, you're right. We shouldn't have any favorite. The best thing that we can say is good luck to both runners. I hope that both of them have fun and enjoy the game. And if they do well, we are going to have a great show to see. Okay, so it seems that our players are getting ready. The countdown should start at any moment now. And yep, let's just wait for a moment and oh, here it is. The countdown is starting. 10 seconds. Let's see. It should start at any moment.
Yeah, definitely good luck to both runners.
Yeah, this should be really fun. Okay, so it seems that the countdown is about to go. There you go.
Nice. Getting set off.
Here it is, the race starts. What can you tell us about stage 1, Tinue?
Stage 1 is, should be pretty much your introduction of the game, but don't let the game fool you. Even though it's supposed to introduce you to your enemies here and there, you're gonna see a lot going on already. These two players gonna take a lot of damage boost already in this first stage. So that's the thing we do throughout the whole run. So health management is a really big thing. Sometimes you end up having one health bar left at the end of the screen. Also, both gonna pick up their first sub-weapon, which is hopefully gonna be the one and only pickup of that sub-weapon. Do you want to explain how the multiplayer works, Kenshin?
Yeah, as you said, the idea is to take the cross, which is the only sub-weapon that a speedrunner should use. The idea is to grab the cross and build multipliers. You build multipliers by hitting things with a cross and having enough hearts in order to spawn a multiplier icon. Simon Belmont can get in this game up to a triple multiplier, which allows him to throw 3 crosses in the same screen. That is really useful for speedrunning purposes because with 3 crosses in the screen you can quickly dispose of enemies and traverse the screens quickly without having to stop. Yeah, that is how the multipliers work in this game. So, what can you tell us about the upcoming boss of stage 1, Tinue?
Boss is pretty much non-existent, I would say. That's due to the triple cross being really OP in this game. So you were talking about the multiplayer bit. If you compare this game to other Castlevania games, let's say CB1. In CB1, you're gonna pick up bunch of different sub-weapons to go as fast as you can. In this game, it's really just a cross because the bosses are just melting under the triple cross. So if you decide to run a different category at some point, let's say whip only, or you want to do a low percent run because that's super fun, you actually get to see some of those bosses, yeah.
Yep, you are right.
Yeah, coming up here is Rodin should be no problem for both runners. Pretty clean on both sides. Nice. That's sync, dude.
Yep,
Awesome.
really synced fight. Both of the runners are pretty much in the same spot. Um, Clean fight from both of them. Now both of them are gonna go to stage 2, the forest. This stage 2 is quite unusual in the fact that we are not gonna see a final boss at the end of the stage. We are going to see mid boss. Which in this case is going to be Medusa. As you said, Tinue, if a speedrunner uses the crosses, in this case, Medusa is going to be disposed really quickly. Meanwhile, let's hear this soundtrack of the game. By the way, what do you think about the soundtrack of this game, Tinue?
It's one of my favorite soundtracks ever, if not the best, maybe together with the Terra Enigma one. But this track in particular is really good. It's a bit more of a cozy one. I don't like the stage as much to practice because I feel like it's more of a boring stage. But the sound, the music that plays in the stage is so damn good.
Yeah, you're right. Pretty much all the songs in this soundtrack are really nice. This is one of the most iconic soundtracks in the Castlevania franchise.
Yeah, also both runners still pretty close, almost the same movement on both screens, a little bit of a difference here and there, but that's something I really like. If you watch different people for this game, you get to see quite a few, little unique movement here and there. That just, somebody tries something different, figures that works more consistent for them, but pretty much like the same movement so far from both players. Health is looking pretty good. So if they don't take any additional damage on Medusa here, which should not happen normally, they should be fine to take every boost on the next screen. Ooh, one
Oh,
by ZoddZerk. So
yeah, ZoddZerk
you might want
is
to skip one boost, right? Yeah, this first one maybe. Yeah,
yes.
good choice.
So both of our runners are in block 2-3. This block is the river. As you can see, the idea in this block is to use the current of the river in order to propel Simon to go faster. But the current of this river changes from time to time, and when the current goes upwards, then Simon has to start jumping in order to avoid being pushed back by the river flow. Both of our runners are doing a nice job, and they should be able to quickly go to stage 3. Stage 3 is a really interesting stage that will have may have some surprises for us. What can you tell us about this stage, Tina?
That's probably one of the longest stages we have in this game, and even though it's very early on, nice job by Russian Roulette, by the way, getting through that Mudman, because he got a bit of an unfair pattern having to deal with a Mudman and a bat at the same time. That's it's a really good way to get through. But yeah, stage 3, even though it's early on in the game, it's one of the most technical stages, I would say. When it comes to a whole execution aspect. Also, these Mudmans a little bit trolly on ZoddZerk's side. Russian Ruiner not sure what to do. He's gonna do a little dance with the Mudman. Where are you?
Yeah, but ultimately he managed to go correctly through those Mudmen without taking damage. That was really nice. Both of our runners are still really close. I think that the gap is at most 5 seconds. So now we are going to block 3-2, which is the waterfall. In this block, we are about to see the ring glitch, which is a really nice strat that we speedrunners use. Please tell us something more about this ring glitch, Tinue.
So normally these rings are meant in a way that you just swing from one side to the other side horizontally. What we are doing now, though, and what we saw on ZoddZerk's screen is we are jumping and then getting above the ring, which makes it possible for us to skip a good bunch of the screen where, alternatively you had to go to the left side and go all the way up. We have a few of those ring glitches in the game, so that's the first one. I'm not sure if they are gonna take the second one here. that's coming up at the very end of the screen. But if you miss that ring glitch a tiny bit, if you do a perfect ring glitch, you should be straight on top of the ring with your whip. But if you miss it by a tiny bit, you can kind of like correct it with a quick reaction, ripping down into the ring again, trying to correct your position.
Yeah, nice. So ZoddZerk had a little issue with the eyeball boost and the bone dragon, but he managed to do it correctly. The Russian winner has got better lead, not so much, but a lead now. Both of our runners are now in block 3-3, and they are approaching the boss of this stage, which the Orphic Vipers. And now we may see another ring glitch here. Let's see how Russian runner goes. Nope, he doesn't go for it.
I guess maybe he was thinking he didn't despawn the bone dragon, because with the way he's doing it, it might happen sometimes scrolling the screen. Because you really want to make sure you scroll the screen up in a correct way to not spawn that second bone dragon. And he's doing a very unique way of getting through that first bone dragon. So maybe he might have thought he didn't skip it correctly. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that is something that could happen. Both of our runners are now gonna fight the boss, the Orphic Vipers. With 3 well-thrown crosses, this boss should melt down. Yep, nice job from both of them. Nicely done. So now we are going to go to stage 4, which is the Sorcery Tower. Could you please tell us something more about this stage, Tino?
Stage 4 is a little bit what we had in stage 2. We have, well, this time we have a real boss. We also have a mid boss, just like Medusa, which is called Puexel, or if you say the other way around, it slicks you up. You might know when you see him why that is, because he has probably the longest tongue in the whole Castlevania universe. But yeah, for this stage, if you play it casually, these screen platforms could be a bit tricky. You really want to make sure you jump right when you land on them, or they're gonna flip, yeah, just like we saw on ZoddZerk screen, and you're gonna fall down. But not much trouble for our runners here. Let's see how they're gonna... Oh wow, so close again. It seems like ZoddZerk close to get it a bit.
Yeah, this is a really close race so far. Nice job from both of them. Yep, the time differential is not that much. At most, I guess it's 10 seconds. So now in this block 4-2, we are starting to watch something interesting. We are going to see the Mode 7 capability of the SNES. Here's the idea. Super Castlevania 4 was a really early game in the SNES era, and this game showcases the capability of the Mode 7 function in the SNES. This is really nice. It's graphically really nice to see, but it creates lag in this screen, and in the next screen that we are going to see, the rotating screen, we are going to see the capabilities of the Mode 7, but we are going to witness the lag it produces. Please tell us something more about it, Tina.
Yeah, so lag reduction is a really important thing in the speedrun in general. And for the next screen, you have this, I don't know, it's a tunnel-like thing. But that's one of the places where we really want to try and reduce lag as much as possible, which means you don't really want to kill any of these skeletons. You see Russian Runa pick up the rosary here, which kind of helps a tiny bit with them. Yeah, so ideally you want to jump over those skeletons. If you get hit by one, that could cause additional spawns of the skeletons, which make the room lag a lot more.
Yep, really nice job from our runners. They reduced lag quite significantly, and now we are going to this next screen in which we could potentially see the zip. The SIP is perhaps the most important speedrunning strat. Yep, none of our runners are gonna do the SIP. The SIP is a strat in which Simon pushes himself into a wall, which actually glitches the game and propels Simon through this area really quickly. They did not go for it. They are taking the normal route. The SIP could potentially save like 10 or 10.5 seconds, but none of our runners did that. Now both of them are approaching the boss of this stage, which is Coranot. Please tell us something about this boss, Tinue.
So Coronet is, that they had pretty much, they had a lot of fun creating those names. Coronet, the other way around, is Tana Rock, and it's pretty much what he is. He is a huge golem. You can see how much damage the triple cross does for him. Pretty good setup from both runners. You want to try and at least get 4 or 5 damage in at the start. Best is getting 6 damage in. So they both did a really good job, but no early orb. Oh, that's sad. You could try and kind of like predict which platform you need to be on to grab the early orb, but sometimes depending on how fast the death animation of Coronet is, you might be on the right platform and you won't even get the early orb. Sometimes there's just nothing you can do. But yeah, next stage, let's see if we get a happy party here, because these harpies are complete RNG, right?
Yep. This stage 5 is not that difficult. The only difficulty here is the harpies. They spawn in an RNG based situation, so the runners have to actually take care of them in a moment's notice. If they appear, they are really random and they could troll you a lot if they want. This stage is not so big, it's the shortest stage in the game. The only other problem that any casual runner has to have is the timer, because the timer here is really limited. Both of our runners did a great job and they are approaching now stage 6. By the way, before we go to stage 6, I just remembered something. We should give you some warnings about photosensitive parts in this game. We will do our best in order to identify those parts and give you a warning in advance. So if you have any visual trouble, you may want to see at other place in those moments. Okay, please tell us something more about stage 16.
Yeah, stage 6 is a bit of a longer stage again. This is definitely where it gets a bit more difficult. We have a screen next that's, even casually people are a bit scared sometimes. That's the chandelier section, and that's another example of, mode 7 technique in this game. Ideally, if you do a perfect screen, you can do all that in one cycle, but that's pretty precise to do. I doubt any of the runners gonna go for it. So we might see a 2 cycle or a comfy 3 cycle, because if you die on this screen, that's probably one of the top 3 worst spots to die in a speedrun, because you have to do the whole first screen again. Then after the screen, you have to go to a secret room, pick up your cross again, build up your multiplier again. If you die to the chandeliers, that's over 1 minute time loss. So it's really a risk reward thing. And it seems like both are going safe. Can't blame them for that.
Yeah, I don't blame them. It's always better to go safe in those extreme situations rather to risk something that it does not save so much but could potentially mean more than a minute in delay if they don't get it correctly. Yeah.
Also for the secret rooms, if you go to the secret room, if you have to go for it, you can only go to that one once in a playthrough. So if you game over, it's accessible again. I can't talk today, but yeah, if somebody would have to go for the secret room and then loses the cross again, you can't enter it a second time.
Yep, really well explained. It is important to assess how important and how confident are you in doing really risky strats, because you have to have a special mindset for tournament races in order to avoid any potential deaths.
Stair boss for ZoddZerk. That's unfortunate. He fell
Yep.
through the glass twice, got hit by the bed as a consequence of that. But he's doing an amazing job. I, you know how Tin Brain is, but I forgot his exact PB. I'm not sure if you know it, Kenshin. But it's
Yes.
definitely a bit behind Russian Ruler's PB, right?
Yeah, ZoddZerk has a PB of 37.28. He is in the 51st place in the leaderboard. This is quite a gap between the Russian winner, who is 33rd in the leaderboard, but considering the tournament mindset that they must have, this is still a really close race.
Yeah, ZoddZerk is doing an amazing job keeping up with Russian Ruler here. But that's also what Kenshin's also been saying before. A race setting is a bit different. You can't just go by PB and be like, okay, that runner's gonna do it, that runner's gonna do it. A nice coffin boost from ZoddZerk.
Great.
Sadly, I didn't get a look on Russian Ruler's screen. I guess he got one too. Not sure.
Yes, the Russian winner also did the Coffin's boost. Both of them are doing an excellent job so far.
Really nicely done. Yeah, also these bit scary on ZoddZerk's side because these
Wow.
didn't want to jinx it because these go really they can be really trolly sometimes because also complete RNG and sometimes you have one spawn at the very end and those gonna get you if they want to.
Yes, both of our runners are pretty much really close. They must be separated by at most 10 seconds. Now we are going to stage 7, which is the library. This stage looks really nice. The environment is really cool and the music is really good. But as we have said before, the difficulty goes up and up in the second half of the game. So this stage may be deceptively difficult. We are now approaching the books section. What can you tell us about this book section, Tinue?
So the next section we might see a so-called book jump from the Russian runner. I saw he's been doing that in attempts. I guess he's gonna go for it in a race. First here, he decided to kill that one, go save. Yeah, I think he got the low X. So for the first knights, you see the first X knights, they can either give you a high X or a low X. High X is definitely the worst one for the speedrun because the low X you can definitely can boost from get onto the first book a bit quicker. Oh, also took the book jump safe. Not sure how ZoddZerk's gonna handle that. Seems like he's taking it safe too. That's a good decision. You gotta be really confident going for that book jump. It's not one of the toughest threats in the game, but it's you definitely have to be in the right mindset. You have a 7-frame window to do that, but you gotta be confident using your visual cue. And then sometimes what also could happen, maybe happen to all of us at least once, is you press input too early and you just slip off the book. And if you die to that one, that's also one of the very costly deaths in this game, right, Kenshin?
Yes, if you fail the book jump and you have to fight the rest of stage 7 without a cross, that is like a 45 seconds to 1 minute delay. Neither of our runners did the book jump. That is I understand it. Yeah. Either way, they are coming to the boss of this stage, Silgrakul. Silgrakul is this armored knight here, who, yeah, you don't see him very much. He is unique in the fact that he's the only enemy of this game that has the ability to regenerate his health. We didn't see that in the Russian winners fight. Maybe we can see it in ZoddZerk's fight. That is obviously not what we want to see. And yes, both of our runners did it correctly, and now we are going to stage 8. What do we have about this stage, Tinue?
Oh god, sorry, I still have Bobby's voice in my head. I really had to hold up to myself. Not like Dracula. Stage 8, a lot of us call it Stage 8 for a good reason, because this is one of the stages. If the game wants to troll, wants to snowball, it might happen in this stage. You see a lot of spikes. All of these spikes are instant death. So I don't know why developers really wanted us to suffer in this stage. Doing a good job so far on Russian Ruiner's side. Also ZoddZerk, really good. This stage, yeah, as I said, a lot of spikes. Also, you have something very late in the stage we call the Vegas Bridge, and yeah, like you might suggest with the name, it can be quite a gamble sometimes. There's a way to take the Vegas Bridge safe, or you can go on the bridge a bit faster by getting boosted onto the bridge. But it might be a bit riskier too. I'm not sure. What do you think, Kenshin? You gonna see a gamble on the Vegas Bridge or not?
I dare say no, because both of our runners should see that it is not such a safe strat for speedrunning purposes in this tournament match. So no, maybe we are not gonna see it. It's better if they take it safely. And considering the fact that a death in the Vegas Bridge is about 1 minute of delay, it's probably not the best decision. Yeah, the Russian runner is approaching the Vegas Bridge. He should be waiting here for a moment. No, he's not going to be able to do it.
Yeah, it might still be okay, but if you crouch before the Vegas Bridge, it's more likely to get a bit of a troll pattern. So I was a bit scared for a second.
Yep, that was really scary. So we have here the boss, which is Frankenstein's monster. It is actually quite easy to beat that boss with the crosses and with being in the right position in order to always whip him up. Now both of our runners are finishing stage 8 and approaching stage 9. Weird. That was scary.
No, bridge, please. No, okay.
Wow.
A bit scared for a second. Holy shit.
That pattern was weird. Yep.
But good job.
Nice.
I hope that's not messing with ZoddZerk's nerves, because small stuff like that, you get scared and then the nerves are coming in, and everything that comes after, you're a bit nervous, and then that's where you might do mistakes. So I hope he's all chill still. But yeah, Russian Runa is in stage 9 already. This is one of my favorite stages personally. Really nice background, really amazing music. Also, if you pause the game, what we don't want to do in the speedrun, of course, these ghosts are still going. I think that's a nice little detail for the stage.
Yep. This is a really beautiful stage, but the big problem here is that this stage is deceptively difficult. Is perhaps as difficult as stage 8 or maybe more, because of all the quantity of skeletons and lots of bats and lots of pits that you can see here. If you make any bad movement here, you could end up in a pit and lose a quite big quantity of time because of that.
Yeah, so right now we have one screen difference between the two players, but that still doesn't mean as much. Yeah, Russian Runa getting over the gold gap. They're not going for the spike jump. That's a good decision. That's really one of the trickier things to do, and it doesn't save as much. So it's against risk and reward thing. He's now ascending the climb of stage 9. We have a lot of these vertical sections in this game, which reminds me a tiny bit of the climbs you have in Speed 3. And coming up next on Russian Runa's side, in just a tiny bit, is the Zephyr. Do you want to say something about that boss, Kenshin?
Yeah, the Zephyr is the boss of stage 9. Is really unique because it's the only boss that is most of the time in the air. This bat has
coming up.
Yeah, there he is. He's about to come to the Zephyr. In for the fight, you need to whip him, the bat. You need to whip him 22 times, and in the 22nd time, this bat is going to break up into 3 smaller bats. You want to break him down when he's in a downward position, so the 3 smaller bats spawn and stay in a really nice place for Simon to whip and dispose of the bat quickly.
Job by Russian Ruiner.
Really good fight. Yeah, that was a really good fight.
Yeah, because sometimes if you break the bat when it's really high in the air still, you might have a really difficult job because all these small bats, they can just go left, right, and you don't really get a chance to hit multiple of them with your crosses. So let's see how that fight's gonna go on ZoddZerk's side.
The mere fact that both of our runners are one boss apart so late in the game is really good. It really speaks highly of them because it means that they both have done an amazing job.
Yeah, awesome.
Great fight
from ZoddZerk too.
Amazing boss fight.
Damn, he might actually be on PB pace, is he?
I am not so sure. His PB is 37.28, so maybe he could be on PB pace. So both of our runners are now in stage A, which is the obligatory clock tower stage in any Castlevania game. This is quite a short stage, but it's a fan favorite because it has the song Bloody Tears, which is one of the most recognizable and loved songs in the Castlevania franchise. What else can you tell us about this stage, Timo?
So Clock Tower, again, you see some of these vertical climbs players have to do. There's some tech you can do if you want to go, pretty much perfectly. Let's see. Oh, Russian Ruiner is going.
Wow!
Awesome. That's nice. That's nice in race, yeah. Because I feel like that's always nothing to do. Because once you grab the ring, you really have to make sure you press right as soon as possible, otherwise that dragon's gonna knock you off the ring and you're gonna die. So that's a really, really tight input to do.
Great climb from the Russian Ruiner. That was a really well executed screen. So he's approaching the boss. Meanwhile, ZoddZerk is also doing a great job by himself.
We're getting a lot of these troll mummies this tournament, aren't we? A lot of these middle spawns, come on.
Yeah, the mummy can spawn in 4 different places. We want him to spawn either in the right side or in the left side. Any middle spawn is really trolly from him, and it's not the ideal one.
Yeah, if you get a middle spawn, it's at least gonna be a 2 cycle. So that's. I mean, you can still get a fast 2 cycle, but it's a time loss either way over the 1 cycle.
I didn't see ZoddZerk. ZoddZerk, I am not so sure if he did the Bone Dragon boost, but a couple of seconds ago he almost got killed because of a hit from the Axe Knight. Luckily he didn't die. It was quite scary, but ZoddZerk is now in the mummy fight. Meanwhile, the Russian runner is in stage B.
Oh, he is going for the. Oh, hopefully it's bandages. Yes, it's bandages.
Wow!
Awesome prediction from him. He's gonna save a bunch of time now over Russian Ruler.
Nice.
So it's not over yet. It's still a
nice.
Race.
What awesome. A good fight. Really well predicted from him, really well executed. So he did a 1 cycle mummy that saves 10 seconds because every cycle from the mummy is at least 10 seconds long. Both of our runners are doing an excellent job. It may be true that ZoddZerk is on PB pace. I hope the best for him.
Yeah, I really do, because even if you lose a race, I mean, PBing in a race, that's amazing.
Yeah, that would be excellent news from him. Both of our runners are in stage B, the last stage of the game. The Russian winner is in the B2 climb. The most risky part in this climb is the stairs, but the Russian winner is pretty much past those stair boss area. Meanwhile, ZoddZerk is going to screen B2. Let's hope he does things correctly.
Yeah, he used a nice bed boost to get past his stairs. You could also, hoping to get your up input and just jump on the stairs and land on the stairs by pressing up, but he took it a bit more not safe, but a bit safer doing the bed boost onto the stairs. Hopefully stair boss is... No, I'm not gonna... No. Okay. Russian ruler entering Slogra. That's everybody's favorite boss, right?
If you say so. Slogra is perhaps one of the most RNG bosses in this game. He could be really trolly. We are going to see that in his second phase here. He may start to dash at Simon. That could be really difficult for the player to handle, but luckily if you throw crosses in a correct way, you can do multiple hits every cycle to quickly dispose of him.
Yeah, seems like Russian Roulette got a 9 cycle slot, which is still alright, because he did a really good job on setting up the first set of crosses. Like the first 2 or 3 crosses, you really want to make sure you get a lot of damage in, so you get the quick kill and so on.
Yeah, really nice job from the Russian winner. Let's see how ZoddZerk gets to Slogra. He should be okay. He's almost at full health. If Slogra behaves correctly, he should be able to dispose of him quickly by throwing crosses in a triangle pattern to get up to 3 hits per cycle from Slogra, which could be ideal for him. Meanwhile, the Russian winner is going to Death. What can you tell us about Death, Timwen?
Death is pretty much mandatory for Castlevania games too. In this game, if you play this game casually, that's a really hard boss to do, except if you know some, bit swag strats you can use. But since we have the triple cross, no big deal normally for this boss. You use first cross as... I think we saw that on Russian Luna screen too. Use one first cross to set up the timing for the rest of the crosses, and really nice job doing crossing whip to get rid of Death pretty quickly.
ZoddZerk just had a really great Gaibon fight. He should be able to take the small meat and go full health to Death. If this is correct, he may be on a PB pace. Most likely, I don't want to jinx it, but most likely we are going to see deathless runs, which speaks really high of our runners, because it means that both of them have excellent runs with really consistent strats.
Yeah, it seems like ZoddZerk is taking the death fight a bit more safe, which I can't blame him being on PB pace. He pretty much just has to play it out now and get past track. He might go for the secret, though. I don't think Russian Runa did. Oh, he did, wait. He has 41 hearts, so I guess he went for the secret.
I was not paying attention at him, sorry, but yeah, perhaps he went to it, because he has a high amount of hearts. Wow!
Oh, that Nightball!
That was scary. That can
so
be really trolly for him.
Wow, come on.
Those meatballs can be really trolly for Simon, and it is, wow, really good job. The Russian winner has finished. GG's from him. We have our winner here. Amazing job by him.
Yeah, really good time for race and a deathless run. That's always awesome to see. That's
Yep.
getting a bit trolled by the corner spawns. Come on, Dracula. Give that man his PB. He deserves it after this run.
GG's to the Russian winner, 35-51. That is a really solid run. He played really well. He deserved this win. Meanwhile, ZoddZerk is having a nice fight so far against Dracula. Let's hope he finishes strong, and this may be a PB.
Ooh, come on. Let's cheer him on. PB time. Doing a good job with these crosses, getting a lot of damage in.
Yes.
Oh, one more hit.
ZoddZerk's PB is 37.28, so this maybe, this is gonna be a
That's
PB.
it! Holy smokes!
Wow, congratulations to ZoddZerk. Amazing job. Getting a PB in this tournament match is something really, really special.
Yeah, he should really not be too hard on himself for losing this match. I mean, getting a PB in a race, you have to deal with all the nerfs. GG to him.
GG ZoddZerk,
awesome.
36.54. That is an amazing time. This is a new PB. This is some sort of, let's say, more than 30 seconds PB, if I am correctly. Wow.
Wow, that's huge.
Yep, we have now 2 winners. As long as I am concerned, both of them win.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to look at it. I mean, on Russian Runa's side too, being less than a minute off PB, that's not easy in a race setting. Really not.
Yeah, you're right. So I hope that both of our runners can join us here in the comment booth for some talk. Let's wait and see. Probably they are going to be able to come here. I hope so.
Yeah, I see Russian Runa in the room already. Let's see if ZoddZerk's gonna join in a tiny bit.
Nice.
Oh, we have both here. Hello.
Hello, guys.
Awesome job from you two, and congrats on the win, Russian Runa, and congrats on your PB, ZoddZerk.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kenshin said that a few seconds ago. It feels like we have 2 winners here.
Hello, guys.
Yeah, I still like. I know I didn't beat Russian Runer, but I still feel like I won because I've been trying to get sub 37 for like a month now.
Wow!
Congratulations, man.
That must feel pretty good now.
Yeah, I got 2 PBs yesterday night too. Just playing. I was like, I just can't beat sub 37, but here it is.
Just
Excellent.
like that, easy peasy.
Yeah.
What a great job.
Thank you.
So yeah, how do you feel, Russian Runa? How did you feel during the race?
Hello, can you hear me? I think
Yes, we can hear you.
Well, it was a hard race. I just take a look at the opponent's stream a little bit. He was playing really solid, and congrats on personal best. It was only a close race because one death, one big mistake can ruin the whole run. It was crazy.
Yep, great run from both of them. Both of them did a deathless run. That is something to praise.
Yeah, also been pretty close in some spots. Like sometimes Russian Runa was ahead, then got a few knockbacks, got trolled by some spots, and then ZoddZerk tried to close the gap and then got some knockbacks himself, fell behind a tiny bit. So it was like neck to neck in some, pretty much synced on some screens even.
Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah, I had no idea what was going on. I just know that I've seen Russian Ruiners PBs, and like I watched him play the other night, and I was like, all right, you definitely have some experience, playing this. So
yeah. So are there any strats you? I mean, maybe let's start with Russian Runa. Are there any strats you wanted to go for and didn't do for some reason? Because I think in your attempts you do the book jump. You didn't do it in this run. Just decided to take it safe, or did anything happen that messed with it?
Well, as for me, I was trying to. I really played a very conservative strats this time because I know if I did mistake, I will lose the race. So, I was playing really conservative this time. I was too nervous because of previous race with you, Tin. I was too nervous and died a lot of stage 4. And finally, I beat stage 4 deathless. This is my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, race nerfs are a thing already, and then if you're in the loser's bracket, loser goes home, so it's a bit of an extra pressure, I feel like. How was it at your end, ZoddZerk? Is there anything you wanted to show off but couldn't for some reason? Or did you go for all
for some reason, I just fell apart at the first ring glitch. I just fumbled around with it for some reason. You know, it's just I guess it's nerves or something. And then I tried to do the eyeball boost in the same level, you know, in level 3, and it just didn't work out. I just came a little short of the stairs, and I almost died right there by that same eyeball.
That was
Wow.
But there was a miracle block with the whip. I just held up the whip, and he ran into it, and I was like, oh, thank goodness. I made it. I lived. I just held on to that one little speck of life, you know?
yeah. I mean, that's all that counts in the end. Death would have been really costly, but you managed to get through.
And then, I think death. Normally, I get a really good run on death, but for if you just miss a little bit and he throws you into that corner, that bottom left corner, you're kind of like, it takes your brain a minute to adjust and be like, okay, how do I get back up in there and to throw all these boomerangs at him in time? And it's too late. He's already moving to the other side. There's my
interesting mindset for the race. Great job by both of them. It's kind of sad to see that you ZoddZerk are gonna leave us now, but congrats on your PB. I really hope that you keep pushing the game, and yep, if you keep playing this consistently, if you keep learning stuff, you will go up and up in the leaderboard. That is always good to see.